has recently come to my attention that the number of women that do not know how they should be washing down below is crazy. Like, why does no one teach women how it is that they should be washing their coochie? I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it, and it is honestly so easy. Okay, first of all, we need to talk about what you are not going to do. The feminine hygiene products, they are complete trash. They are garbage. They need to go in the bin. I'm talking about like your Femme Fresh washes, your wipes, your deodorants. I mean, the number of things that are on the market are actually insane. And honestly, they're just a complete marketing scam. Okay, and my main problem with these products is that they are going to cause more harm than good. Those wipes that you're using to clean down below, they contain loads of irritants. So they are just going to dry out the skin, lead to irritation, and cause things like eczema. So what you need to do is grab yourself some warm water, and you're going to use either a moisturizer or you're going to use a gentle cleanser. One of my favorite ones that I recommend to patients in clinic all the time is QV Gentle Wash. It is honestly chef's kiss. It's so gentle, it's unfragranced, it's hydrating. So if you get dry down below, it is amazing for that. And that is literally all you need. You don't need a Femme Fresh wash, you do not need wipes, and you absolutely do not need to be using a douche.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but smelling good goes beyond just spraying a fragrance. Here are my top 5 tips on how to smell good no matter what. Before applying your deodorant, go ahead and get you a toner. This one is with witch hazel. You want to apply this on a cotton pad and wipe your underarm. It's going to remove any product buildup, any fungus. Trust me, you will be odorless for days. This is an old school trick that I feel like people just completely forgot. A body powder. They come in all different scents. This one is vanilla. Apply this in every crevices of your body, and this is going to prevent excessive sweating while still making you smell incredible. And guess what? It's kissable. Post-shower routine, combine your body butter with your body oil. Your skin will thank you later. It will be supple, smooth, hydrated. Fragrances will stick to your skin a lot better. Oral hygiene. Oil pulling. I know it sounds disgusting, and trust me, it's intense when you first start out. This is great for your breath and also for cavities. If you feel like your fragrances just don't project, you want to get yourself a little cotton pad. You want to spray a few spritz on that cotton pad. You're going to put it in your pocket, in your bra, wherever you can hide this cotton pad, and trust me, the sillage is going to be there all day long.
You ever walk past someone and think, whoa, that's what divine smells like? Meanwhile, your deodorant clocked out at 2 p.m. and your confidence dipped right behind it. Girl, let's fix that. Because smelling chef's kiss isn't just perfume. It's layering, like emotionally, and also literally. So let's get into it. How to be the kind of clean that whispers, I woke up in a cloud of rose-scented excellence, even if you were late and rushed out the door clutching iced coffee and vibes.
Shower to post-shower care. First off is in-shower cleaning tools. I like to use a silicone loofah. So with the silicone loofah, they're just way more hygienic. They don't hold a lot of bacteria. They're really easy to clean. They last forever. But I don't like the really big ones. I don't like the ones that have like the little loose scrubbies. I have found that the ones for your face work a lot better. You see how closer they are? They're just so much easier to get in there and clean and just get into every nook, cranny, and crevice. She's just so much more gentle for such a gentle area. For cleansing, I like to do 2 cleanses. I switch out my cleansers depending on the mood that I'm in. So I really like the Dr. Bronner's baby soap. One of my all-time favorites is the Monostat boric acid wash. It always makes me feel so fresh, so clean. It's like a staple. I just don't have it on hand. So I'm going to put a picture of it right here. And if you're a person that loves Dial soap, I do not use Dial soap on my girl. But I'm not going to stop using Dial soap because I saw those comments and y'all were like, you can't use Dial soap, you can't use... Please, save it. I will be using Dial soap on the back door and my armpits, like not letting it go. But I don't use her on my kitty. So if you want something that's similar as far as like making you feel that clean, like just that squeaky clean, Moroccan black soap, all natural soap. It's a deep cleansing soap. So if you want that feeling of like the Dial soap, but without like the chemical antibacterial properties, like this is a natural antibacterial properties. It has eucalyptus in it. Love her down. I usually use this on exfoliation days, but she just gets you so squeaky clean. Love her. Those are just options. I don't use all of those in one day. Just pick one. For cleanse number 2, I love a corrective cleanse. What I mean by corrective cleanse is just a cleanser that's going to help me achieve some type of goal, which for me is hyperpigmentation. So I love the Lumi Acidified Wash. I showed this in my last video, but she's also really good for the up top area, not underneath, not inside. You don't need to put anything inside. When I'm talking about this entire routine, nothing about this is inside. I forgot to preface that. Yeah, she is self-cleaning. You don't need to put anything inside. However, the top, the mom pubis, the bikini area, that's not self-cleaning. We do need soap. My biggest pet peeve is when people are like, you just need water. Okay. You need some soap on the top, okay? This wash has mandelic acid in it, which helps with skin brightening, hyperpigmentation, controlling odor. It has citric acid in it. I love an AHA. I love a chemical exfoliation. This is also like a very gentle chemical exfoliation because it doesn't compromise the skin's natural pH. Moving to out the shower. So I do treat her like she is like my face. If it's skin, treat it like skin. So I do a serum, I do a toner, and I do a moisturizer. Fresh out the shower, before I even dry off, I put on hyaluronic acid. I use this all over my body, but also on my kitty. Just lock the moisture in. Next is a toner. There's many options you can use for a toner. You could use like witch hazel, like just down like the bikini line. You could use rose water, aloe vera, whatever you want to use, right? For me, like I said, I like to do corrective skincare there. Hyperpigmentation is a big focus for me. PFB Vanish with Chroma Brights. This stuff helps me so much with hyperpigmentation, ingrowns, all of that good stuff. Helps exfoliate and turn the skin over so that I can get a more bright complexion down there. If that's important to you, love her down. Next is my moisturizer. I absolutely love argan oil. This one's by Josie Moran, but you can use any brand that you want. You just want to use a pure organic argan oil. Argan oil is really rich in linoleic acid, I think that's how you pronounce it, which has inflammatory properties. Argan oil is like a skin healer. Like people even use this when they have like insect bites, rashes, whatever. But I just love it because it just keeps my skin like really smooth, soft, and I don't have any reactions to it. It's just chef's kiss. So that is it for my clean the kitty routine. She's pretty simple. Some people might think it's not simple. Some people might think it is. I don't know. But this is just part 1. I do have a part 2 and a 3 for my exfoliation routine, my hyperpigmentation routines. And I will be adding them to the Hygiene 101 playlist on my page. Make sure you guys go check that out. Let me know what kind of routine you guys would like to see next. I have routine for literally everything.
Tip 1, the prep, where it really starts. We're starting under the pits. Yes, the underdeck. Before your deodorant, hit 'em with toner. I know it sounds like a skincare crossover episode, but trust me, witch hazel ain't just for oily teenagers. It's like sending your armpits to detox camp before they run a half marathon. You wipe, you wait, and you wonder where all that, buildup even came from. Freshness unlocked. Tip 2, body magic. Dry, but make it kissable. Then there's body powder. I'm not talking grandma's flower bomb. I'm talking the 2025 remix. Scented, soft, kiss-safe, sweat-stopping brilliance. The girls who know. Dab this in your creases and walk out smelling like sugar cookies that never break a sweat. Yes, every crease.
These are 5 hygiene tips I wish I knew sooner. Guarantee you're not doing at least one of these, if not all 5. Number 1, and this is an absolute non-negotiable, witch hazel. If you have any kind of smell coming from back there, take some witch hazel, put it on a cotton pad, or use witch hazel wipes. I love these because they're just so easy. Feel the cleanest you have ever felt. You will have 0 smell. Back. If you want to smell good 24/7, you want to get compliments on the way you smell no matter where you go, welcome to your new laundry recipe. You have gym clothes that smell and you just can't get the smell out, or a laundry sanitizer. This is the best one on the market. Then add a scented detergent. It's so strong, you only need a teeny tiny bit. People will be asking you what perfume combo you're wearing. It's your laundry detergent. Wash the conditioner off your back. Back acne, if you have acne on your chest, it can be caused from not washing your conditioner off. I love these face scrubbing brushes. Scrub your chest, scrub your back. Next tip, probably one of my favorite hygiene tips of all time. Before you go to bed, every single night, cotton pad and glycolic acid. Wipe your underarms. You can pretty much go the entire next day without wearing deodorant. You're welcome. You're welcome. Last but not least, whitening your teeth. I absolutely love to have super white teeth. I feel like it just makes you look clean. If you think whitening strips only get front of your teeth, think again. Take your whitening strip and pull it, and you can get the teeth all the way in the back. Let me know if you guys want more hygiene tips. Really have an infinite amount of hygiene tips, so just let me know. Every single product I mentioned I will have on my Amazon if you guys want to check it out.
If you want your man to eat it from the rooter to the tutor, listen up, this is for you. You shouldn't have to not experience things because you're insecure that you may not taste or smell good down there. So let me put you on exactly my little routine on how to smell and taste good down there. To start off, we have this PhD boric acid suppository. You are not supposed to take this orally, so please do not do that. You're supposed to literally just grab one of these capsules, look like this, and you're just gonna put it up your hoo-ha. Let it do its thing. This will literally cleanse your entire coochie system. It will get rid of any odor. And it's also super great to do every little now and then just to keep things nice and fresh. Next, we have apple cider vinegar. You can either dilute a capful of this in some hot water and drink this every single morning on an empty stomach, or you can actually add apple cider vinegar to your bubble baths. Either that, or if you have a basin at home and you don't have like a bathtub, that also works too. Just soaking your body literally in this will help reduce odor, will cleanse everything down there. So don't sleep on natural products because they actually work. Next, we have cranberry pills. If you are somebody that is sexually active, I highly recommend that you take some cranberry pills after you do the deed. This will not only prevent you from getting UTIs, but it'll also help keep your coochie nice and fresh. Coconut water is a great way to keep your body nice and hydrated because it is filled with many, many electrolytes. So drinking this before you hang out with your man or before you're going to your little appointment will keep things fresh. Last but not least, drink your water. It shouldn't be rocket science. Your body functions at its best when it's hydrated. I'm talking about in the bedroom, outside, inside, everywhere, everything. Water will keep things nice and flowing. If there are any other questions that you guys have or any other tips that you want me to share, please let me know in the comments down below.
Tip 3. Let's talk down there, respectfully and responsibly. I'm about to save lives and reputations. Your vagina is a self-cleaning queen. She doesn't need scented foam cleansers named after tropical horrors. Most feminine washes, scam. If it smells like unicorn candy or claims it will make you irresistible, throw it away. Gentle cleansers only. Warm water if you're sensitive. And always wipe front to back, like you're closing a delicate novel, not mixing paint. Breath check, life check. Oral health is a love language. If your breath is still wearing yesterday's leftovers, nobody wants to flirt with that. Scrape your tongue, floss. If your dentist candles are melting faster than your resolve, book the appointment, babe. And yes, oil pulling is still a thing. Don't knock it till you've swished coconut oil and realize your ex was never worth the bad breath.
As your cool nurse aunt, we've got to talk about hygiene care for women down there. If you're a woman or you know a woman, you need to listen to this because the small things that you do now are going to help for when you get older. I know everybody's cultural practices are different. People were raised differently, and that's totally fine. But coming from a nursing perspective, there are certain hygiene practices or care that you should be doing that are just scientifically better for you. You can get chronic UTIs and totally be fine, but there's always that one instance that can basically become so detrimental to your health. I don't have a long list of fears, but medically speaking, one of, I want to say my top 20 fears is getting a UTI when I am like 50 years old and above. Yes, UTIs can be fixed with antibiotics, cranberry juice, lots of hydrating, stuff like that. You know, home remedies, totally fine. Go ahead and do all of that. When you're older, you get confused. You can become combative. You can start getting hallucinations. You can go a very long time without having a symptomatic UTI, meaning you can have a UTI, a urinary tract infection, without any of the physical signs and symptoms of infection. So like, you don't have the sensation of burning, you don't have a fever, you don't have any itching, you know, you don't have that frequency. I've seen UTIs so bad that it seems like that person had a stroke. It's pretty scary, actually. You need to be wiping front to back, always. I feel like this should apply to men in regards to their anatomy, but what do I know? Men can also get UTIs as well. The signs and symptoms can be the same for them as well. Get a peri-area bottle. You can get them and put them in your purse. It's a small bottle, basically just squeezes out water. And whenever you use the bathroom, pee, poop, whatever you do, you can squeeze it down there, basically like a handheld bidet. I want to say United States is one of the really most unhygienic places when it comes to peri-area. And that's, again, my opinion, because I grew up in a Middle Eastern culture in which you would wash and you would bathe 5 times a day, right? Because you're making wudu, well, especially Islamic people. And you also, when you went to the bathroom, well, you would have like a bucket and you would cleanse yourself to use the bathroom afterwards, or after you use the bathroom. If you've gone through labor, then you know these are the same bottles that they provide for you after you've given birth to cleanse your peri area. Eat your water. If you are not a water drinker, that's totally fine. Start flavoring, your drinks. Start eating your fruits, watermelons, melons, apples, whatever it is. Start incorporating things like carrots and cucumbers in your diet. They're majority water. Being hydrated is going to be your best friend. Switch to 100% cotton underwear. Listen, I get it. A girl wants to feel cute, and that's fine every once in a while. You should not be wearing the same underwear that you worked out in that has like nylon, spandex, things like that for longer than 30 minutes after your workout or an hour. You need to take it off, wash, put a new pair of underwear on. Stop going to the grocery store after you've gone to the gym. Have your cute underwear. We're not judging, but you gotta let downstairs breathe, okay? And that is also going to be so detrimental. You do not want to keep moisture down there. If you wear underwear to bed, I would recommend you not doing that. If you're at home and you're comfortable, I would recommend free fall in it. You should be changing out your underwear every 6 months. Now, I know I want to say a lot of women don't do that because, you wash your clothes. Like, I've had this vest for 2 years and I wash it and it still works fine. Underwear, though, I feel like is a little bit different. I rotate my underwear. I try to switch it out as much as I can. I have specific underwears that I wear for when I go to the gym, specific ones for work, and specific ones for home. And I know that sounds crazy, but for me, in my brain, I simply cannot risk getting UTIs because, again, I've seen them, and I also think it's something that's preventative care and something that is just healthy to do. But what do I know, right? So again, these are just recommendations that I would say you guys need to start implementing. If you're taking showers, almost forgot. If you're taking a shower, you need to use unscented stuff down there, or just like baby soap and water, and cleanse it between the lips really good. Stop using Summer's Eve. Stop using products made to be feminine by using all of these scents and stuff. It's not good for you. They are hormone disruptors. Endocrine disruptors, actually, I believe. I forgot to elaborate on the first part of wiping front to back. I feel like it's self-explanatory, but again, common sense is not always common. And you do not want to be wiping back to front because you don't want to bring any bacteria, any feces to the sensitive parts, of your body. You don't want your urinary tract getting any of that. You also don't want your flour getting any of that. When you wipe, you should not be seeing any feces, any residue in the front of your flour. When you wipe, that area should entirely not have anything on that piece of toilet paper. That is the leading cause of infection. And there are multiple different types of infections one can get. Bacteria, I mean, not only can that lead to yeast infections, but, it will smell down there. So try getting into this stuff now so when you're older, you don't have to deal with it. Because it's wild how many people don't realize. They just don't know, and that's fine. That UTIs when you get older is very debilitating. Very debilitating. People go to ICU for that.
Tip 3. Let's talk down there, respectfully and responsibly. I'm about to save lives and reputations. Your vagina is a self-cleaning queen. She doesn't need scented foam cleansers named after tropical horrors. Most feminine washes, scam. If it smells like unicorn candy or claims it will make you irresistible, throw it away. Gentle cleansers only. Warm water if you're sensitive. And always wipe front to back, like you're closing a delicate novel, not mixing paint. Breath check, life check. Oral health is a love language. If your breath is still wearing yesterday's leftovers, nobody wants to flirt with that. Scrape your tongue. Floss. If your dentist candles are melting faster than your resolve, book the appointment, babe. And yes, oil pulling is still a thing. Don't knock it till you've swished coconut oil and realize your ex was never worth the bad breath.
Coochie tips 101. Not talked about enough, but I'm going to teach y'all how to take care of your coochie. For one, I'm going to get it out the way. Water. Start getting on your hydration, y'all. If you need help drinking water, try adding lime, try adding lemon, try adding electrolytes. Make your water flavored, but try to drink a lot of water. I find it easier to drink water with a straw. I don't know why. I ordered this. This is a Stanley dupe. This was $17. I ordered 2 of these. I fill up 2 at night, and then in the morning, I drink both of them. I try to refill them at least once. Drinking water will flush things out. It will keep your pH balanced. You won't get a little stank down there. Number 2, do not use anything scented down there. Don't use anything don't use no Bath and Body Works. Don't use anything crazy. All that Summer's Eve stuff, y'all, that says like vaginal health, I wouldn't even recommend doing that. I recommend warm water and don't go up in the hole. But also, I have this by Wisp, this bouncing wash for sensitive skin. I've trusted this. I got this like 8 months ago. I use it. It's been pretty good. Their whole line is good for like down there. In a bath, you would put 1 to 2 cups of this, and then you can add baking soda, like a tablespoon or 2, and just sit in there with your legs open and let your coochie breathe. Apple cider vinegar stinks, but vinegar is so good for balancing your pH. Even, you know how some people clean their house with vinegar? You get what I'm saying? And also, you can drink it. I would encourage drinking it. It's so good for your blood sugar. It's so good for so many things. Body odor, y'all, I'm telling you, I do not get body odor. Whenever I'm consistently drinking this and drinking water too, in here is tea, monk fruit. So I put this monk fruit, it's liquid monk fruit, and then I just use this banana foster tea. Any tea works, green tea. Some people use lemon, some people use honey, but make sure you dilute the apple cider vinegar. Any of you OGs know I used to just, y'all, don't do that. Don't do that. It's easier, but don't do that. But when you mix it with tea, it's not that bad. Trust. It's not bad. Next tip is replace your underwear at least every 6 to 9 months. I know we're all bad about underwear and bras. Like, you can look at your bra and be like, when the last time I washed it? Not even a lie to y'all, I have 2 bras. I own 2 bras. Also, wear cotton underwear. My personal tip is go commando as much as you can. Let that coochie breathe. Ooh. Y'all, when you just have this tight undies, tight jeans, tight everything all the time, your coochie is never breathing. And what if it, I know some of y'all be getting moist down there. We don't want the moistness just marinating. At night, go commando. If I'm wearing sweats, y'all, I promise you I don't have underwear on. I'm just saying. Also, when you're washing your underwear, wash it separately with an unscented detergent and don't use fabric softener. I honestly don't use any scented detergent. I use natural detergent for everything, so I don't separate it. But if you are someone who uses just normal detergent, I would advise separating your underwear and your normal clothes because you don't want all those, the fragrances and stuff you just don't want down there. You don't want any fragrance down there. Like, I don't advise douching. I don't even know how to say it. I don't advise putting anything in your vagina or like any fragrance. Like, I know y'all be thinking like, let me just spray a little Bath and Body Works down there and smell like vanilla and apple crisp blossom. No, because at the end of the day, your pH is gonna be like, and then you're gonna stink. So we don't want to do that. Also, okra water, but I'll explain in my next video with my supplements. Also, I think a lot of us weren't taught this, but when you wipe front to back. You never want to take your boo-boo germs up there. So always wipe front to back. It might feel awkward if you're used to doing it back to front, but just trust me. Also, get some unscented wipes, unfragranced. Get some wipes, carry them with you. Keep it clean down there. Just when you wipe, it's just extra clean. I keep them in my purse. I keep them in my gym bag. I keep them in my bathroom. Just keep some unscented wipes. The ones I just got are these ones. These are on my storefront. But it just keeps it clean, y'all. But next video will be supplements I take for my coochie. Alright, love y'all. Bye.
These are female hygiene tips I wish I knew sooner. Do not sleep with underwear on, okay? You need to let it breathe down there. My favorite thing to do is just no bra, no underwear, and a huge oversized t-shirt. Think about it, literally down there has been suffocated all day. Let it breathe. If you don't already use these, I am literally about to change your life. Period underwear, okay? They make your period like 1,000 times easier. Wear a tampon during the day and period underwear at night. Do not Whatever you do, do not use those feminine care products, the kitty cat wipes, whatever the heck they're calling them, okay? Do not use them. Deodorant for your cooch, is literally designed to know how to clean itself. If you get frequent UTIs or it's like a little itchy down there, okay, start drinking pure, real cranberry juice and take cranberry pills. If you are shaving, exfoliate your body before shaving and never exfoliate right on your kitty cat. Always clean behind your ears. Last but not least, always double wash your hair with shampoo. The first one is to get rid of products. Second one is to actually clean your hair. And always double cleanse your face to make sure you get all of your makeup off. Love you.
So I'm hearing that we're not washing our legs in the shower. We're just letting the water run down. And bestie girl, I am not here to judge you. I am here to help you as your big sister. I'm going to tell you what you need to do to actually clean your body. If you weren't taught, if you had nobody to teach you, this is a judgment-free zone, bestie girl. Let's get into it. Starting off, always wash your body twice. And don't forget the tedious places. Get in between your toes, get behind your ears, get in the little cracks of your back. And if you think that you can't reach your back, it's because you don't have an African nut sponge. And every woman needs an African nut sponge. I promise you. It's a life changer. Next. Change your tampon every few hours, okay? I know it's easy to leave it in there, but baby, you're just gonna throw off your own pH so bad. Like letting a tampon sit in there and collect bacteria is not something that we should do. Take it out. Take it out every few hours. If you feel like you can't do that, wear a pad. I know sometimes it's hard, girl. We be a little depresso, espresso on our period, a little sad, a little tired. But if you feel like you can't consistently change your tampon, don't wear one. You're gonna regret it later on, queen. I promise you. You don't want TSS. This is not necessary, but it's my go-to tip that I will always tell you guys. If you feel like you have a problem with sweating and you don't know how to control it, you feel like you're sweating too much and you don't know how to control the odor, use 2 deodorants, specifically the Degree deodorants. Those are my life. Those are my life. I don't think I would function as a sweaty girl that is convinced she has hyperhidrosis. Like, I used to not wear colored shirts because I was literally too embarrassed. Like, the sweat stains would be so freaking bad that I literally would only wear black. Or I'd only wear shirts like this because the sweat stains used to be so bad. I swear the Degree, like, it doesn't take away the sweating, but I feel like it manages it a little bit better than it would if I wasn't using Degree. If you really want to stop the sweat, you need an antiperspirant, but antiperspirants are irritating. So, you know, you pick and choose your battles. But girl, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our chat, and I just want you to know that this is always a safe space. Come to me with whatever you need. Just know that this is a safe space, and anybody that's not being safe will get backlash immediately from the girls. The girls ride at dawn for the girls. Love you.
These tips will have you having the best feminine hygiene ever. Okay, my number 1 tip is to invest or look for a good sensitive wash. Stop using Bath and Body Works and high perfumed washes on your sensitive areas, and rinse. Don't leave any soap behind. This ingrown serum will have you so smooth and light, it is insane. I noticed a huge difference when I switched to chlorine-free feminine products. So much better for your pH and your body as a whole. You guys, this Lumi Whole Body Deodorant will have you fresh all night and day. This step is so important. After using the bathroom, use a bidet, wet wipes for emergencies, but most times just take another shower.
Tip 5. Fragrance hack that goes beyond spraying. Spraying perfume on skin is basic. Spraying it on a cotton pad and slipping it in your bra or bag is elite. It's stealth mode scenting, a secret weapon, a floating aura that says, I bathe in enchantment. You're welcome. Bonus, the questions they won't put on the box. Cranberry pills, not just for your grandma. Hydration, non-negotiable. Underwear, replace it before we can vote. Want flawless skin and flawless pits? Glycolic acid, sis. Want your man to complement the flavor profile? Coconut water, sis. We don't gatekeep. Outro. Cozy, confident. You don't need a million products, just the right ones. Use smartly. Just like cooking, you season at every step, not just the end. Be that girl whose vibe is so fresh, even the wind glances back. It's not extra, it's essential. Drop your favorite hygiene hacks below. The internet is wild, but at least we can smell good through it.